Hi, everyone. Thank you for being with us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti. It is right at the top of the noon hour, and we're going to get right to what everyone is talking about, the much cooler weather, cooler than expected, certainly. I know, Thomas, you're rarely caught off guard, and this is surprising even to you how much cooler than expected.
Yeah, and I've been monitoring this hour by hour, and when I get in and I initially forecast at about 4 o'clock in the morning, we were on track for another hot day. And then the clouds just stuck around, and then they stuck around, and now there's even a little bit of rain. I actually just felt a couple raindrops standing here from the Outdoor Weather Center. It is rarely often that my pride gets hurt when it comes to forecasting, but I can tell you that I was wrong this morning. But so too was the app on your phone and every other forecaster in the region, because this was not predicted at all for the cloud cover to stay this thick. So I'm throwing all the computer models out the window as of this noon hour. I am flying with my two hands on the steering wheel here because I'm forecasting nearly 10 degrees colder today compared to my own forecast from this morning, all because of this cloud cover. And yeah, I just got sprinkled on a minute or two ago. It's right over downtown Spokane as well. Again, this cloud cover way more persistent than any single modeling had predicted for today. So if you're getting a bit of light rain or sprinkles, it's on Doppler radar, and now I have to account for that even though no computer model predicted it this morning. So here are the current temperatures: 76 degrees in Spokane and 75 in Deer Park. I can say this is 10 to 15 degrees colder right now compared to 24 hours ago. And that's our best indication of what's going to happen for today. We'll probably end up 10 to 15 degrees colder today compared to yesterday. And yesterday was about 95 degrees. So I think today might end up just in the low 80s, maybe 85 at best, because there are some areas that are in the 80s. It's 82 in Coeur d'Alene where the cloud cover is a little thinner. It's 83 in Pullman. So let's say between about 80 and 85 is approximately where our forecast will lie, but definitely not in the 90s. So I've actually gone ahead and canceled our weather impact alert day today because let's face it, it's not hot out here anymore. In fact, I'm still getting sprinkled on. So more to come on Doppler radar in just a few minutes, and we'll have an updated 7-day forecast for you.
All right, Thomas, thank you. A labor strike by union employees is delaying some Idaho Transportation Department projects. ITD says the I-90 and State Highway 41 interchange is delayed until the strike is resolved, and the plan is to have the project done by 2026. The I-90 Coeur d'Alene River Bridge also being delayed. The work is expected to continue into the winter. And then finally, talking about the widening of I-90, that is delayed while authorities figure out what can be done while the strike is going on. Today in Chelan County, a campground is still shut down while the search for Travis Decker intensifies. He is charged with killing his 3 young daughters. More than 100 personnel from the FBI, evidence experts, U.S. Marshals, Forest Service, and Chelan County deputies are focused on a quarter-mile area of the Rock Island campground. They say in similar cases, homicide suspects have been found dead or alive in that radius from a crime scene. Chelan County Sheriff Mike Morrison acknowledges the search may not bring any new answers, but stresses that he and his team are committed to exhausting every possible lead.
We don't give up. We understand that the girls would not want us to give up, but I did talk with Whitney last night over the phone. I get her frustration. Of course, she wants the kind of closure where we can locate Travis and bring him to justice.
Authorities do say they plan on reopening the campground about 5 o'clock tonight. We'll certainly keep you updated. Meantime, last night, the Spokane City Council passing the Public Dollars for Public Benefit ordinance. This was a crucial decision for local workers, aiming to enhance labor stability by prioritizing local workers for city contracts. City projects will now require a certain percentage of Spokane workers for contracts over $5 million. Some local contractors argue the proposal would create less competition and increase bidding prices for public works projects. City Council also passing the Safe and Welcome in Spokane ordinance. The proposal stops immigration enforcement from entering private community events unless they have a warrant. Supporters say it's meant to make immigrants and refugees feel safer while attending public gatherings within the city. A key change in this version of the ordinance expands protections for special events that are held on city streets.
But the ordinance itself, should it pass, would open up more options for us, you know, the locations. It's nice to be able to have the event behind the library so central in downtown Spokane. That's a wonderful opportunity for us, and the crowd loves it. So certainly if we could continue with that, that's what we want to do.
So special event organizers can now request a non-public designation from the city. Spokane police will document instances where ICE agents or those claiming to be agents appear to be breaking the law. Then these reports are expected to help track if the new ordinance is effective and provide legal recourse if necessary. Going on today, Spokane County Commissioners are expected to vote on approval for several school resource officers. Now, if approved, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office would provide deputies to work at several districts within the area. As part of the agreement, the districts will pay half of the deputy salaries. They will also contribute money towards benefits and specialty pay, which helps with recruitment for the school resource officer program. And some new updates on contract negotiations for educators within our area. Spokane Public Schools saying it has reached a tentative agreement with the Spokane Education Association. The SEA represents about 3,400 education support specialists, grounds crews, nutrition staff, and information, and along with clerical employees. The association is expected to vote on the deal today. The public school says it is a 3-year agreement. Once it is passed, the district says it will share more specific details what's within the contract.